Making the girls go wild. More than a Drake album release, baby. We're back. It is Disqualified Opinions. It's your favorite time of the year. We're number one in your hearts and number one in your screens. And it's time for that weekly NFL Pick'em.
Week 1, baby.
2021 NFL season is upon us. Less than 24 hours, fellas.
I swear I thought he was about to say the little thing from Game Plan with the rock in it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
All right, bro. So I got some good news and some bad news, fellas.
What's the bad news?
Bad news is I'm about to go become the head coach / wide receiver for Bishop Sycamore.
Okay.
Next year. Got the contract, signed it the other day. Your boy gonna be on ESPN.
Okay.
Feel me? If I die, tell my kid I love her. Yeah.
I got you.
Are you being paid in Bitcoin?
Yes.
Okay.
Half Bitcoin, half Dodge, half Apple stock. You feel me?
Okay.
I mean, you are a beta tester.
You already know.
Apple hired this man.
Now, the good news, coming to a home near you, the T-shirts that these three fine gentlemen have on will be available for $28, plus shipping and handling.
And it stretches. I didn't know that.
They are dry fit.
That boy
They are
got
disqualified
stretchy
opinions. And they say it on there. Coming to a closet near you. Look for the details. We'll have them, like I said, $28. If you want it shipped to you or if you want us to drive to you, yes, that will be extra. If you come and get it, just $28.
20.
If you are of the female demographic, that can be arranged for other things that can be arranged. DM us disqualifiedopinions@gmail.com.
No. Whatever his email
His
is.
personal email.
Yeah, that's his personal email. That's him. We have small, medium, large, and extra large for everybody out there wondering the sizes. Like I said, more information to come. Check Instagram, check Twitter, check Facebook. Byron, what we doing today, boss man?
Well, first and foremost, fellas, let's not forget, it is the weekly pick'em. And I am the reigning, defending, undisputed picks champion, baby. I got on my crown. I'm wearing my Orioles hat, baby. We got the number 2 farm system in the MLB. We got the number 1 prospect in the MLB in Adley Rushman. Last night, Michael Bauman came up and won his debut start. We are on our way up, DC. Don't jump off ship yet. Roz, you just jumped on. Stay on board, brother. Good days are coming after the rain.
You said winning and Orioles. Those two things just don't sound like they go together.
They won last night. They're not winning tonight, though. Don't think about tonight. But if they score 5 runs, you still get Papa Shack. Shout out to Papa Shack.
That is a fact.
All right, let's move on to the good things.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we talking about seasonal
You are
awards
the reigning, you are the defending, but you will not be the champion at this point.
Reigning,
next year.
defending, undisputed.
Boo
I don't know
boo.
about undisputed.
What can you say? Boo boo.
Shout out to my brother DC, though. He was on me all last year.
I'm coming back for my crown.
You were in last.
I wasn't in last.
I
Well, we
think
was
I
tied.
was-
We was tied.
I was gonna say. I think I was.
We was both tied for third. We had the same record.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no fourth.
Yeah.
Ain't no fourths.
But y'all know what time it is. Y'all like it. Y'all love it. We're gonna give it to y'all. We're gonna go game by game. It's nice to have the football season back. I
Yes,
can't wait
yo.
for Thursday night to see his Cowboys get the shit beat out of them. But it's
First
just
of all,
nice to have
yeah.
football back. You know, it feel like it's been forever.
Yes.
A lot of storylines, a lot of interesting parts, and let's just see what happens. Like I said, it's your team, so we're gonna start with
First
you.
of all,
Thursday night, your
shout out
Cowboys.
to DC has the spreads for all you gambling folks out there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go game by game with that.
First of all, speaking of reigning, defending, undisputed, and the team that go back to back, the team they're playing with the greatest living American, greatest white man of all time, better than white Jesus and better than Elvis, Tom Brady. You know who I'm picking. I might pick the Buccaneers to go 17-0, but they won't win every game, obviously. But they're definitely winning. What is the spread? Is it like 4? That's my guess. I don't know.
It's 8.5.
Wow.
Cowboys will cover.
I believe they will cover, but they'll
Cowboys will cover. I think they win by 3. I think the Bucks win by 3.
Is Chris Godwin playing? He is on my fantasy team.
I think he's still questionable.
I think he's questionable. Yeah.
I may bench him. But Buccaneers are gonna. That place is gonna be raucous. The tickets are expensive as hell. I'm excited to see real football back in Tampa Bay. It's the city of champions. The Lightning got it done back to back. I mean, I think they'll be in the 30s, but I think Dallas will cover.
He was limited today, but they said they do not know whether or not he will play. I mean, but they deep.
And
at
Sir
every
Antonio
position.
Brown.
They so deep it don't even really matter.
Yeah, the Bucks will win this game. I don't think Dallas' secondary is where it needs to be to contain the Bucks wide receivers and their offense in general. But I think Brady goes to work and probably wins by 7. I think Dallas will score a late garbage time touchdown.
Yeah, I think the score will not be depicted of how the game actually went.
Right. It'll be probably like 31-24, but it was 31-17.
Really
for most of the game.
28-24. 28-24.
Yeah, there's no disagreement here. No stories. Definitely think Tampa's going to win by more than that margin. Actually, I think Tampa covers.
Okay. DC, the revenge game, as Zach Wilson and the Jets go to Carolina to play your man Kissing Sam outside of Adam Gase's neck hole and the Carolina Panthers.
Well, you know.
Featuring the best running back in the league.
Okay, so we talking about CMC, the
Yeah.
best running back in the league.
He's really good, America. He's on my fantasy team, and he's gonna do my bidding. Damn it!
Oh, it's another one.
Just like Aaron Rodgers last year. He's gonna do the bidding. And let's not forget, America. They are both white. Yes,
Yo, you dog my man's face.
they're white like
It's
the
a
piece on the shirt, brother. I'm loving this energy, baby.
Either way, give me Kiss and Boo Sam. I think he's gonna have some motivation to play. Like you said, he overcame football cancer. That is Adam Gase. Is he employed somewhere?
I don't believe so.
I hope
I
not.
don't think he should be.
No, I hope not.
Yeah. Well, that's because if he's on your team,
You won't be picking the
automatically
Jets
worse.
much either way, anyway.
Well, yeah, but I think this is a team they might have a chance to keep
it'll be
it
close.
competitive with.
Yeah, because week one especially. I don't know what the
And
spread
it's
is.
crazy.
4.5 is the spread.
I think they cover that.
So
Carolina about 4.5.
Yeah.
I think the Jets are going to win this game.
Oh, I love it. I love this energy.
What's the spread?
4.5.
So you got the Jets up straight.
I like Zach Wilson.
Damn, Adam Gase is coaching.
I like Zach Wilson. They have some nice offensive pieces there. I want to see what he can do. Yeah, not too. They got CMC, but yeah,
I'm
like
happy
Zach
to
Wilson
see
a lot.
that you are going to be behind the 8 ball on this game. Give me the Carolina Panthers. I think that Kissing Sam is going to be kissing his fingers like he Jameis Winston to get this W.
Throwing the DJ Moore, baby. You know what time it is.
Throwing the Christian
And
McCaffrey.
Robbie Anderson.
Hey, man.
Yeah, this is. I think they cover. The Jets just don't have enough. I think they're still a team that is trying to identify their identity. While I do think that Zach Wilson has surprised me with the preseason that he had, I did not expect this. I think they get mollywopped. What's the spread you said?
4.5. Carolina.
I think they win by like 8.
I like Robert Saleh, but he is in trouble. I still think Zach Wilson is the 5th ranked quarterback out of the quarterbacks taken. That's just me. I don't care about a damn preseason, but I'll leave that there. CJ Mosley's their other captain, by the way, so that's very telling of this team.
Your boy CJ Mosley, yes.
That's Ron's boy. But anyway, I think I had the Jets at like 6 wins. This is not going to be one of them. I had Carolina at 8 wins, second place behind Tampa. This is one of the 8 wins, obviously. And the key to this game, not only Sam Darnold against his former team, the Jets are starting 2 rookie corners against 2,000-yard receivers and DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson. Don't forget about my boy Terrace Marshall in the cut. He's going to have a big year. CMC is going to have a great year because he's doing my bidding, baby. I talked to him, and we're ready to go. BKD Enterprise is coming for all those fantasy trophies. I'm going Carolina to cover. It'll be rocking in Carolina. The weather be nice. I'm excited to see what Sam does. Matt Rule, I like him. Carolina, give me Carolina plus the points.
You're a wild man. I just want you to know this.
You know,
You thought Christian McCaffrey for a year and some
No,
change
I said
now.
he was second best, but
No, you
things can change in a couple weeks.
You went from Zeke to Derrick Henry to CMC.
Right.
You just be riding these wagons, huh, bro? And I ain't talking about the chicks in your life.
Oh, Lord.
Moving on. Ro,
Yo,
Seahawks at Colts. Carson Wentz is playing.
Seahawks at Colts. Woo. That's a good one. This week 1 really do be a toughie.
And it can go either way.
You know what? Seahawks.
You
at
on that ledge,
Colts.
brother. Go ahead, jump off. You want to be the king.
I think the Seahawks win.
He said all of that to say.
Nah, I was leaning because I like that Colts defense, but I don't know if Carson Wentz where he need to be. And that's the thing that was
Is
holding
Quentin
me
Nelson
back.
playing as well?
That's what this game really depends on to me. Is Quentin Nelson playing?
Nah, both of them.
he was
Cause
on that COVID list too, but
Yeah, they are. I think they were all close contacts.
but they cleared, I believe.
Yeah. Quentin Nelson did not participate in practice today. Neither did Xavier Rhodes.
he's going to play.
Well, the Seahawks are going to win this game. I think the Colts get off to a rough start. If they know if they play, they're going to have to play their best because their schedule gets even tougher after this.
Yeah.
So if they don't win this game, they might be looking at 1-5 after 6 weeks. So But I still think Seattle's going to come out and have what it takes. They start the season well. Usually they start better than most, and they kind of even out. Yeah. So I think they'll come out with the same energy and get the win. The spread is Seattle by 2.5.
Charles, you want to go?
If healthy, this will be an amazing game for a week 1 starter.
Yeah.
I feel like the storylines in this game are really interesting. The matchups are interesting. High-powered offense versus a high-powered defense. A rebuilding offense versus a rebuilding defense. I think this just has storylines upon storylines. With all the injuries that have befell upon the Colts, T.Y. Hilton is on IR. Paris Campbell is hurt. Xavier Rhodes, Quentin Nelson. There's just too many injuries. Eric Fisher. I think the Seahawks, like you said, they do start off extremely well. They'll start off 7-0 and then lose like 6 over the next 10 or something like that. So while I do think this would have been so well, I think the Seahawks win. I think they do cover. It's really a 5-point spread because they're the away team. But I think they cover regardless. I think they win by 10.
The spread is 2.5, bro.
I think they win by 10.
Interesting. I almost picked the Colts, but
I did too.
Yeah,
I did too. I just couldn't do it. If Quentin Nelson was healthy, I probably would have picked the Colts to win this game.
They have the better quarterback. They have the better coach. They have the better offensive weapons that are healthy. I think defensively,
They don't have the better offensive line.
like they got the better quarterback who can
the
run.
better defense.
Yeah, they don't
Or
have
the better defense.
No, I mean, hey, start our guy Jonathan Taylor this weekend if you got him. He's on the fantasy team.
He is
Hoping
the
for big things
Seahawks
from
run
him.
defense is ass.
Yeah, it's terrible, and he's going to get their best chance to win. But I'm going with the Seahawks. I think Russell Wilson is on another mission after the debacle earlier this offseason. With all that goofiness, he's focused. He's locked in. Tyler Lockett, one of my favorite receivers in the league. DK Metcalf. I mean, this offense, Chris Carson, I think is going to have a big day. I think this will be a good indoor, on the turf, so it'll be a lot of points, I think, with week 1 being a little bit of sloppiness. It could be both teams in the low 30s, late 20s, but I'm going Seahawks. I think Seahawks are on a mission. I think there's a big year for them. Jamal Adams might be in the defensive player of the year conversation as well.
Oh, I think it's going to be the same old Seahawks. If you're in Vegas, though, if you want to bet on the game, this is a bad game I would bet the upset on possibly. If the Colts win this game, I wouldn't be
The
surprised.
Seahawks can protect Russell Wilson through the 17-game season now. They have a legit shot to beat anybody. They lost to a backup last year when they choked, but they probably were the better team last
I
year.
feel like they choke every year. Who haven't I gone to? You?
I talked about that.
Yeah, I thought so.
I went to everybody but me.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, I thought you said the Colts.
No, I'm saying I haven't started with
Oh,
myself.
yeah.
I'll start with one of my teams, Steelers at Bills. I don't think I have to say who I think wins this game. If you told me the spread, I'm pretty sure I'm going to say they cover.
Seahawks at
Steelers at Bills.
6.5 Buffalo.
Buffalo covers that. I do think that the Steelers are going to come out extremely hot this year, though. I wouldn't be surprised to see them put up a lot of points. I just think this was not a good beginner's game for them.
Ain't going to be this week.
Yeah.
Ben going to be on his back.
They are starting 5 people on the offensive line that we have no idea any of their names. But I think you're going to see a nice bit of Najee Harris. I think that they're going to go towards like a 50-50 run-pass ratio. Ben didn't look bad in the preseason.
There's going to be a lot
to
of
be
quick
honest.
check down. Ben, quick, get the ball out your hand joint.
He don't
Hit
have to
him
get the
with
ball
over
in
the
his hands
top.
versus this defense, too.
Yeah.
But give me the Bills and they cover.
Bills. I got nothing to say about them bitch ass.
Hey, Buffalo be rocking. Fans will be back in full capacity in New York.
Going
Somebody's
through
going through a
tables.
table. Hey, set it on fire. Get your ECW on. Josh Allen, I think, will take another step this year and try to. I mean, if we're being honest, all things fair, I mean, it's probably the most complete team in the AFC outside of Kansas City. Just top to bottom, looking at the roster. I mean, a lot of weapons. Defensively, I think they get even better. They got a really good coach, and the crowd will help them with a full season of fully, vaccinated or non-vaccinated fans, but having them in attendance. And I think they cover. I think if Buffalo comes out and starts fast, could see hammer time, baby. Puffy pants. Pittsburgh getting stomped on like the A-Town stomp. I think Buffalo could win by double digits.
I think it'll be an interesting game. I think the Bills will win. I don't know if they cover. I'm thinking maybe 28-20. Or no, that's
Let's cover.
I don't
Let's
see
cover.
the Steelers putting up more than 20 points on his defense. It's gonna be hard for them to move the ball.
I'm around you, 28 to 30 to 20. That's what I'm at.
I can see a 31 to 20 game, especially if they can create some turnovers. But I think Buffalo is really, really talented.
Man, messing with Pittsburgh, it shouldn't be hard.
But and they better pay T.J. Watt because he wants to.
They are being goofy.
Real goofy. If T.J. Watt don't play, they might get blown out.
Yeah.
I don't think he's playing.
I think he's holding out. But I don't know.
He practiced today for the first time.
He practiced.
I know he was holding out.
If he don't play, it might be a blowout.
I think he practiced today, but
the one thing that concerns me.
This was his first day practicing. He did practice today.
The one thing that concerns about the Bills is they don't run the ball well, which I think is going to catch them at some point.
But not this week because
it ain't going to be corners.
It ain't Joe Hayden's still the number one corner, brother, and we know how we feel about that.
Washed.
Yes, and this is his last year, I believe, as well.
Yeah, they did not renew his contract.
So I think if Buffalo wants to air it out this week, they can, and Stephon Diggs probably might go for 150-200 if he really wants to.
Yeah.
Start him.
All right. Byron, Cardinals at Titans.
These are two teams I'm very high on. Obviously, the Cardinals let me down last year. Yeah, I'll leave that there.
They're going to let you down again this year, buddy.
The Titans are the trendy pick, probably in that top 3 or 4 of the AFC, I think. Julio and A.J. Brown is going to be tough for the Cardinals because they don't have any corners. And Titans are at home. That crowd will be rocking. King Henry, who is the man, baby. Roll Tide, number 1 team in the country. Told you we was going to get it done in America. I think the Titans win another shootout because none of these teams play defense. And the Titans' defense is terrible. But they'll be able to outscore people until they get to the playoffs. They can run the ball if they need to, keep the defense off the field, throw the ball if they want to. I think Tannehill has a big year. Mike Vrabel's a hell of a coach. I mean, this team, you got to give them their just due. They won't stop anybody, but they can score.
Spread is Titans by 3, and I like them to cover that.
Yeah.
I don't think Arizona's consistent on either side of the ball, and I think at least we know the Titans can score. So Arizona could be good on both sides, but they also could underachieve on both sides, and that seems to be the thing. Because their head coach is Cliff Kingsbury, who has a job because he is white, ladies and gentlemen. He has nothing good to offer that team. I don't know why he got a head coaching job. But back to the game.
He'd be a pretty good offensive coordinator.
He won't run the ball.
It would depend on who his quarterback is.
It's the opposite of Greg Roman.
I guess that air raid wasn't.
You're gonna love Greg
successful in
Roman
college.
this week.
He had Pat Mahomes in college and couldn't win with him. So I don't know, but
still don't understand.
I don't either.
Let's just say Tennessee and they'll cover. I don't know what the score will be, but I do like a shootout because I don't trust either.
Yeah,
defense.
both defenses are right. London,
Yeah, Tennessee.
Give me the Titans and they cover. You said 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I have them winning by like 5 or so. I think this will be a shootout. Just because, like you said, Byron, neither team really does play any defense whatsoever.
Yeah, take the over.
And I don't really know who on this team, who on the Titans can stop DeAndre Hopkins, but I have no idea who on the Cardinals can stop Julio or A.J. Brown or Derrick Henry. Yeah, so
I think this
3
could be
versus
the
1.
highest scoring game of the weekend. Take the over.
Yeah. Vikings at Bengals.
Vikings.
The return of Joe Burrow.
Vikings I take the Vikings. Can you name somebody on the Bengals defense?
Josh Johnson, didn't he go there?
My boy Bates just got paid. Shout out to Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates.
Yep.
Shout out to Jesse Bates. Got paid, well deserved.
Anybody else?
Can I name another person on the Bengals? Hold on. Do they have...
Geno Atkins left.
Geno ain't there no more. Carlos Dunlap ain't there no more.
So the Bengals defense is Sam Hubbard from the
Ohio
Raiders.
State.
Well, he was on the Raiders, right?
No, he went to Ohio State, though. He was drafted by them.
Oh, yeah, he got drafted by them. Yeah. They got DJ Reader.
Yeah, okay.
DJ
Reader. He's a good one.
He's
a good run stopper.
Larry, I'm not going to...
Ogunjobi. Yeah, he was from Cleveland.
Trey Hendrickson, Logan Wilson.
Trey Henderson came from the Saints.
Yeah.
They don't have a...
Jermaine Pratt.
They got some
King Davis Gaither.
Their linebackers are
Trey Waynes.
He was trash in
Bell. Jesse Bates.
Trey Waynes was trash in Minnesota.
He was. And Chidobe Awuzie.
Yeah, as I said.
They got Eli Apple.
Their back
He's
end
trash.
Their back end and linebacking core outside of Bates is terrible. Their front ain't that bad though. It's actually okay.
Yeah, their front.
They can stop the run. They're gonna do okay against the run.
Well, yeah.
But it don't mean nothing.
Dalvin Cook is going to have a field day
Yes, he
against the Bengals. What's the spread on this one, my dear friend DC? DQ, as we say.
It's actually Vikings by 3.
The Vikings will cover this spread by 7. Give me cooking some Bengal.
Is it me?
I'll go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
going
really.
with Kirk Cousins.
I can't name a single. But no, I'm not going. I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings, but I'm not going.
But I like how you got out of it.
I can't name any Cincinnati Bengal that plays offense on the line. So
Jonah Williams, they just signed somebody.
their line is awful.
Left
That's what
tackle.
I'm saying. Jamar Chase can't find his hands in the preseason. I'm sure he can work that out, get that.
Jonah
taken
Williams,
care of.
Quentin Spain, Trey Hopkins, Xavier Sofalu, and Riley Reef.
Riley Reef is terrible, but he'll be okay.
Quentin Spain and Jonah Williams pretty good.
I don't know who those gentlemen
They're
are.
not pretty good. Look what happened to the quarterback.
Exactly. So yeah, they're gonna lose. Minnesota's gonna win just because they'll be able to run the ball and Cincinnati won't.
For the sake of my championship that I don't want to lose, because I'm going to have a great run,
You want to pick the Bengals.
I want to pick the Bengals. I do. Because this could be a game where they could win. It's week 1. But I think the Vikings defense has improved. Mike Zimmer, we know, is a defensive coach. And Kirk Cousins really had a solid year last year. Justin Jefferson, my boy Thielen is still there. Irv Smith Jr. loss will be big. I do want to see what Herndon does, like Raj, you mentioned last week.
I think he excels.
But Dalvin Cook is one of the best running backs in the league when healthy. We got to get that man his flowers as well. And Madison is a good backup. I think that the Vikings will be able to outscore the Bengals. I think both teams will get their points.
Bengals
But
defense is actually pretty decent. God damn. They got Daniel Hunter, Michael Pierce, Dalvin Tomlinson,
Yeah, Michael
Sheldon
Pierce big,
Richardson, Everson Griffin, DJ Wanham, Nick
of those.
Vigil, Eric Kendricks, Anthony Barr,
they might have a top 10
Rashard
defense.
Breeland, Harrison Smith, Xavier Woods, and Patrick
They
Peterson.
might have a top 10
That
defense.
defense is actually
It's
good
a lot-
on paper.
It's a lot of people.
But I do love
Good on
the
paper.
Bengals
It's a lot of
offense.
people past their primes on that.
I do love the Bengals offense too.
they
Guys,
gonna
they found-
make
Yes.
they gonna make
Patrick
plays.
Peterson.
Their corners,
Sheldon
they're
Richardson.
weak at corner too.
They're gonna make.
And
coming
Everson
out the-
Griffin.
They both coming out the bench. They're not even the starters. Sheldon Richardson and Everson Griffin as rotational pieces, bro. I would take them on the Ravens right now as rotational pieces.
Who Day Nation, hold on one more year, get Zach Taylor out of there. You might
Not
have a
mad at
chance.
that.
But I'm going with the Vikings. I like that because Kirk Cousins and my title mean more than the Bengals because I like
And them
Joe
7
Burrow.
wins you thought they was gonna get.
I got him at 7. I got him at 6.
Last
But
year, seven.
they will get 6 somehow, some way. Don't ask how.
All right. What have we said? Byron, I'll go to you. Actually, I'll go to you, DC, because Byron disrespecting this team. 49ers at Lions.
Well, I mean, I don't think this game is gonna even be remotely competitive.
What's the spread? Just tell me the spread so I can take the over and cover.
It is the 49ers by 7.5 on the road.
They will come.
Can I just make the simple? Whatever you want to say, I
They
think
might
about the
win by
49ers. They are
20.
going to blow out. It'll be hammer time this game. Look, you might even see Trey Lance come in garbage time and go a touchdown. So bet on that as well if you want to prop bet. Kyle Shanahan is going to beat the hell out of Mac Millen and bite his head off, like he said. The Lions are one of the worst teams in the league. Jared Goff's probably going to throw 3 or 4 picks, make the corners of the 49ers look like Riles out there or something. Hey, look, 49ers win big.
49ers win big.
Yeah, 49ers win.
Lions are
Yeah,
terrible.
nobody's picking Detroit. In the game
Fuck
this year.
no.
I'm pretty sure.
I might not pick them all year unless they go against the Texans.
I think you only had him at 1 or 2 wins anyway.
Yeah. I guess I'll go Chargers at
You
Washington.
know you love your Chargers, brother. Go pick them, baby. Pick them. Pick them. Go on it.
You want me to go first?
Give me the Chargers to win this game. What's the spread?
It's even.
It's a push.
Yeah, give me the Chargers to win this game. I do think this is a 50-50 toss game. I think both teams have offensive that are on the cusp of possibly doing something. The Chargers are at a higher stage with the football team or Red Wolves or whatever they're going to be called. I know they're finalizing 7 names right now. They're quarterback away. I don't. If you watch the show, you know I don't believe in Fitzpatrick. I think he's going to give you 3 games of magic, 8 games of tragic, and then just games of you not even knowing who the quarterback is that plays. Give me the Chargers. I like Derwin James coming back, Bosa coming back. the defense getting healthy. Now, I do want to asterisk next to this. If Austin Eckler does not play, the football team will win this game because I do know that Austin Eckler got hurt in practice today. But if Austin Eckler plays, I do think that the Chargers win this game.
I'll go. I definitely think the Chargers going to win. I see why it's a push game because it was kind of hard for me to choose. I just, I don't, like Raul said, I don't trust the football team's offense to literally do much. I do trust the Chargers offense to probably put a little bit more on the board, even against that football team defense. But yeah, I don't. If they can find ways to win, but I think the Chargers going to win.
All right, y'all know I'm high on the Chargers, but it's just something that's telling me this team flying from west and to east in week 1 to place a good defense. I just can't. I'm going to pick the football team. The football team. Shit. And I think they're going to be able to run the football successfully. Antonio Gibson's on his way to being a top back in the league. Scary Terry's out there. They added another receiver. I can't think of who it is.
Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel from Carolina. Yeah. Give me the football team. I'm gonna stick with it.
Byron following you.
I really roused myself. We were big on Justin Herbert. He even exceeded what I thought last year, especially with Burrow getting hurt. I think he only gets better. But I'll make a bold prediction. Fitzmagic will show up and land over Maryland this week.
Go.
He will outplay Herbert this week and this week only. I like Curtis Samuel. I like Scary Terry. I like
Logan Thomas,
Diamond Brown, Logan Thomas, Antonio Gibson, the Black CMC, the Predator. He's coming for Defensive Player of the Year. Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne. Oh my goodness, this team is loaded on the D-line. Ron Rivera.
So when you lose that much, you better be.
I think they got enough on both sides of the ball this week. Defensively, they can get after Herbert, whose offensive line is the weakness of the Chargers. I don't know how the new coach is going to do. Little jury's still out. They're going to be a 20-17 WFT overtime win for those out there in Landover, Mo. For all you people out there.
Hey, man, let me tell you right now. This is probably going to be my last time picking an underdog NFC East team. If the football team loses, I'm back to regularly scheduled programming. I'm
Hey, at least you won the vote with me, brother. I won the chip last year.
Bold. It's only because it's week 1. If I'd have seen them play last week, I probably wouldn't be picking them. But
I think the football team is going to shock a lot of people. They're going to be in that conversation for the Division 1, so we'll see.
Raul,
Yo,
Eagles at Falcons.
No Rouse pick.
This game, boo.
No, you get to see Kyle Pitts eat up the Eagles and Calvin Ridley. They going to eat against the Eagles.
They still gonna lose.
Ooh.
I don't think Atlanta has any defense.
I can't name nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if they. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. God damn. Who's
Can I get that depth chart while we continue this roundtable?
So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Falcons. They're a 3-point favorite in this game, by the way. Hate to break it to the Philly fans out there. I'm just not high on y'all this year.
How many 4 people on that defense? I know 4 people.
Yeah, you don't have many wins in Philly.
Philly, like 4
wins, yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
But this ain't one of them. I think Atlanta's gonna start the season. They usually don't start well, but I feel like they're gonna come out with momentum. New head coach from Tennessee. Arthur Smith has a more balanced approach. He also brought.
Is it balanced? I think it's more run than pass.
They also brought. I don't know. I think it was more running pass because he had Derrick Henry.
But when
I
you
don't think
Kyle
that
Pitts
be,
and Calvin
I
Ridley,
don't think that they'll be more run than pass.
And that's what I was just about to say. The addition of Kyle Pitts, I think they'll take advantage of the Eagles' defense more than they'll get their own exposed because I don't trust Jalen Hurts yet.
So Byron, the defense of the Falcons: Jonathan Bullard, Tyler Davison, Grady Jarrett, one person.
Grady Jarrett.
one of the best interior linemen in the league.
Stephen Means, Deion Jones.
John Jones, my boy.
I'm not even about to fuck this dude name up. Y'all don't know him. Dante Fowler.
Yeah.
Another nigga I know.
He's
AJ
a bust.
Terrell, who looked. Dante Fowler played really well for the Rams, though. He just
The
sucked for the
Rams.
Jaguars.
It's the Rams. He played next to Aaron Donald.
Yeah, everybody played good for the Rams.
Not everybody.
Just about. A lot of niggas got
AJ
paid.
Terrell.
don't know
Ron
about
Harmon.
Terrell
I know him, too. Okay. Eric Harris and Fabian Moretti.
And don't forget my favorite player on that roster, Young Ho, the kicker.
Young Ho Cool.
Young Ho, cool baby. Get the Young Ho in the game, baby.
Young
Because
Ho.
we like Young Ho's.
They got Matt Hennessy? I didn't know they drafted Matt Hennessy.
Oh, they got your boy. You get your Hennessy jersey, man. You wanted us to draft so you can get a Hennessy. I remember that conversation.
I did.
I actually wanted that for you. We were watching it together. I was like, please get Hennessy.
Please get Hennessy.
Please for this, man. For those fantasy. You going with your Eagles, man?
What's the spread?
Falcons by 3.
Come on. You know the people in Philly love you. Don't leave Earl out there by himself.
Give me a second. Let me look at the Eagles stuff, Chuck.
While he's thinking, I'm going with Atlanta. Atlanta will close a game. Bold prediction number 2. First one, Ryan Fitzpatrick will outplay Justin Herbert in week 1. And number 2, the Atlanta Falcons, a Georgia team, will close a game, much like Georgia did against Clemson this past week. Georgia, Atlanta, Matt Ryan, he still got something left in the tank. I think he could be a free agent next year and help a team out. He throwing for 4,000. Calvin Ridley, one of those great young receivers in the league, and Kyle Pitts. I think they get it done.
Oh my God, I want to pick the Eagles so bad in this game.
In a shootout, though. I think the Eagles
This
hold
was
their
going
own.
to be. That's why I want to pick the Eagles. I feel like it's going to be a shootout.
But I don't trust Jalen Hurts in a shootout against Matt Ryan.
I feel like that's the only time I do trust Jalen Hurts is when it's a shootout.
Not to manage the game.
Like that's my thing. Give me the Falcons because their offense is better. But
I'm the only
America
one to the Eagles.
bet on the Eagles in this game.
If they double Devontae
That's
Smith.
2 games I'm up.
Bet on the Eagles in this game, America. Bet on the Eagles.
Yeah, we agreeing a lot.
There's a lot of agreements going on here.
I wanted to pick them so bad.
I wanted you to. 'Cause I needed that game.
Byron, Jaguars at Texans.
This is the ugliest game of week 1.
You know what's crazy? We're all going to pick. Listen, we're all going to pick the Jaguars, and the Texans are going to win. But let me do this, and that's maybe the only time I get to do it. The Jacksonville Jaguars are going to win in week 1. Urban Meyer. Mr. Khan, I love what you're doing with your wrestling promotion. I really do. It is one of the best highlights of my life right now. But the Jaguars are a terrible football team. But I will say this. The Jaguars will win. I think they cover the spread. Trevor Lawrence will show why he is the best quarterback in this class. It's going to be ugly, but give me the Jaguars.
Hey, Trevor Lawrence going to be running for his fucking life in this game because that offensive line that they have in Jacksonville
Do
is
the
the
Texans
worst.
have a D-line, though?
The Texans,
I'm just
you have Whitney Merciless.
Who plays linebacker?
I forgot he was still
They
in the
run a
league.
4-3, so I
I
mean,
thought he was still in the league, though. And he ain't catching Trev. Don't
Zach
do that.
Cunningham.
Don't embarrass yourself now. He can run.
That's a linebacker too.
Trev can run.
That's all he was doing during preseason, running.
But he
Why?
can
Because
move.
that offensive line is ass. Give me the Jaguars to win this game though, because the Texans head coach
Mark
name is
Ingram.
David Culley.
Mark
That's
Ingram.
their starting running back, by the way. And
David
Tyrod
Culley
Taylor is
is the
starting.
head coach.
All right, now y'all got me wanting to get some controversy going in here.
You
Yeah,
picking
go
the
ahead and pick the
Texans?
Texans.
Bro, this
Pick
is
them
the.
damn
I
Texans.
know it's the only time
Yeah.
all year I'm be able to do it. They at home, man. It's a first game for a rookie. I'm gonna do it, man. For the first and only time all season, give me the Houston Texans. If I could say this game would be a 0-0 tie, I would, because I think both
you
these teams
can.
are not gonna
Fucking
go far.
trash.
But I feel like Tyrod's out there. He gonna play with something to prove. Ain't nobody gonna poke a hole in his lung. So I'm gonna rock with Tyrod.
Deshaun is.
What's the spread?
The spread is Jags by 3.
Yeah, I think Jags cover.
Yeah, I think they cover.
Yo, ain't all Tyrod receivers his height? Like,
Yeah, probably.
You
Brandon
picked
Cooks.
Jaguars too, right? You picked Jaguars too, right?
He ain't
I ain't
pick
pick
it.
nobody yet.
Oh, all right. I appreciate the courage of your conviction, brother.
Hey,
It's maybe the only time, like you said, you can do it. No, I'm blaming.
Mario-
Jaguars
Mario on the
wide
leg.
receivers.
Marvin Jones
I'm
Jr.
sorry. The Texans wide receivers are Brandon Cooks,
So there.
Chris Conley, and Anthony Miller. They do have the rookie Nico Collins, and they did just sign Danny Amendola like 3 days ago.
All short niggas. All short niggas. They must be running.
the Patriots.
Their starting wide receiver. I mean, their starting running back is Mark Ingram.
Who's their DBs? I know my game is starting.
Desmond King and Terrence Mitchell. They actually have two pretty good
not bad.
DBs.
Who
With
the
Eric
safeties?
Murray and Justin Reed at safety. Their defense is not that bad. Zach Cunningham at linebacker with Christian Kirksey and Jordan Jenkins. Their linebacker
The
core
crazy
is pretty
thing
good
is,
too.
if they just if Deshaun Watson was playing, they actually could probably.
If
win
Deshaun
5 or
Watson
6
was
games.
playing, I'm picking them to win this fucking
I'm saying
game.
they can win
Easy.
5 or 6 games just off of him. But
I mean, this would
I'm
be.
gonna take the Texans.
he going with DC.
There we go.
I like
A little
that.
controversy there. The only time he can say it in America probably this year.
All right, Byron. Two of your teams play at 425. That's the Browns and the Chiefs. Go ahead with your exclamation point.
I'm gonna keep this short. I mean, the Browns had a chance last year. They didn't get it done. I think they are improved. I think they are a trendy pick, but I think they are worthy of it. But we'll see what happens in the playoffs. They did beat the Steelers last year, as I predicted, and I think they're in the right direction. But Chiefs are just loaded. It's safe to say they've gotten better. They may have one of the better offensive line I've seen in the last 5 years, just off of potential. I think Mahomes is on a journey to continue to prove why he's the best quarterback maybe ever. And this team is going to be amazing. I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire has a big year. Tyreek Hill's still amazing. I mean, this could be a shootout, but I mean, I can't pick against the Chiefs. I don't think I'll pick against them all year, so
what spread?
get used to it.
6.
But I think the Browns cover that spread, though.
Give me the Chiefs and they cover.
I take the Chiefs.
I'm also going to take the Chiefs. It's not really much Cleveland can. So I don't know if they cover though. I do think it's going to be a shootout. As long
Cleveland's
as
defense is capable of playing decent.
Yeah, and if
defense
absolutely.
never plays to the ability.
If Cleveland can get Nick
Miles
Chubb going,
Garrett has to wreak havoc
if
Shaq Barrett and them were doing the Super Bowl.
if Cleveland can get Nick Chubb going,
But I do think if Miles Garrett is against Orlando Brown Jr., Orlando Brown might get shown up week 1.
yeah, probably. But,
At left tackle against Miles Garrett.
he did that last year.
You know, Clowney might get some work against him. Shoot, he doesn't do good with guys that can bend, but we'll see.
Either way, if they can get the run game going,
DC don't like Clowney.
I think he works over
he
that
overrated.
team, though.
He overrated.
He works over that team.
If we can get the run game going, then if they can get the run game going, you already know where I'm going with us.
I just want to say another bold prediction. Number 3, Odell scores a touchdown this weekend.
Well, he needs
They're going to need him to. That ain't bold.
Yeah,
But I think Odell has a lot left in the tank.
He does,
trust
but
me.
I think so too. I just don't think he should be in a
I
Cleveland.
think their
uniform.
offense is completely loaded. Like, they're going to put a lot of points. Especially with Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
I don't feel like Cleveland needs a number
I
one.
think they need to be a
Odell.
greedy team. Like I think Jarvis Landry needs to be the
I just
number
think
one.
I just think Odell has put them over the top.
No, but
if he's
we've
healthy.
seen how he looked with the Browns.
I don't think he's going to force feed him this season.
I think it's just going to be natural.
I don't think it's going to be natural either. I just think he's not going to get touches and he's not going to be a diva. I don't think this is the offense that fits what Odell does.
It doesn't.
Well.
I really think Jarvis is a better number one for this Browns team.
And I mean, they run through Nick Chubb anyway.
Yeah,
Chubb and
That's exactly why I think Jarvis is a better. I think Odell is more like a showy number one.
But if the Browns win, Baker Mayfield, hand the Cleveland Browns a blank check because you're going to get paid, my brother. And I'm happy for you.
DC, Packers at Saints.
Well, Jameis is playing quarterback for the
Florida,
Saints.
right?
He ain't going to get the dub.
Hurricane.
This is
at
in
the
Florida, I
T.I.
believe.
Bank
Yeah,
Field
somewhere.
in Jacksonville. Shout out Mr. Khan.
DC, he ain't going.
Hey, L, bro. L for that man. He's going to turn the ball over. He's going to get back to his old self. And Aaron Rodgers in week 1 is going to come down there and put a show on in the dome.
It's in Florida.
It's
man.
in Florida. It's not.
So that
Because of the hurricane.
be in Jacksonville. So the weather still be nice. He'll be dropping bombs in the sunshine.
Well, even still, no matter. A-Rod drops bombs no matter what he says.
Packers. And the spread is 4. They probably cover.
Packers.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is my friend, along with CMC and others. You know I picked him last year to win MVP. DC, don't disrespect me.
Wow.
And he did. He's a game show host. He didn't get Jeopardy. People at Jeopardy. Come on now. You know what you should have did.
Wow.
We want him as a game show host. But the Packers could easily be another NFC Championship game this year. They have that potential. But they'll lose. You know how that goes. But, hey, we'll see. This is the swan song or the last dance for Aaron Rodgers. So, you know, he'll be gone somewhere. Could play for New Orleans next year. Sean Payton and Aaron Rodgers could be a nice duo. But I'll leave that there for you to speculate. Hey, look, it's going to be some dancing down in Florida because Aaron Rodgers is putting up 40. Devontae Adams will have about 3 touchdowns. I think Aaron Jones is going to have a big day. I think this is like a 42-13 game, 42-20.
Damn.
I think they get beat terribly. Aaron Rodgers is putting on a show, showing why these fools should never doubt that man. And there's my phone. Just, you know.
That's for all that bullshit. Give me the New Orleans Saints to lose this game to the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
He's big wild.
Yes.
But
I'll take that.
Sipping
I
the
do
Jameis
have the
Kool-Aid.
Saints covering the spread,
Hell
and I
no.
do think Jameis is going to shock everybody and play really
No, Jameis
well.
loves shootouts.
He's going to
Who's
play
he throwing
really
the ball
well.
to?
It don't matter.
Us.
Say no.
Alvin Kamara.
Us.
They cut Latavius Murray. that was not wise. I guess it was
he didn't want to take a pay cut.
It was a money thing, but you only need it for 1 year. But whatever.
Did they though? I think they'll be fine. I think this will be a shootout game. I think you're gonna see a little bit of the best and good parts.
Saints receivers.
It don't matter. It's Alvin Kamara. That's who.
They have two of the
Alvin
best
Kamara.
corners in the league
Alvin Kamara.
on the other side, though.
Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara. He gonna have like fucking 30 rushes and like 20 receptions.
America, this is why.
It's like, he really gonna probably have like 20 and 10 if we being like realistic.
Yeah,
he probably gonna have like 20.
He always does work. He's one of the best.
So I think they cover. I think the Saints defense is pretty good. It's underrated. I think the Packers defense is slightly overrated, especially when it comes to big time games. So give me the Saints to cover. I do think that they lose still though. Excuse me, and then I'm going over to Rel as Teddy double tap glove Bridgewater comes to town for your man Danny. I don't know why they call him Dimes unless he's throwing to the defense Jones.
Well, that's because he throws really well when no one is out there.
Not during practice.
He throws really well when no one is out there.
He throwing it to the net.
I got you, Danny. I got you. But nah, I'm gonna go with 2 gloves on this. Yeah, I don't know. Plus Saquon has a magical game, which he has all the ability to. But I just think the Broncos got a lot more on both sides of the ball. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos and my man 2 gloves tag.
Damn, so you betting against Daniel Jones?
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm going to join him in betting against Daniel Jones because I'm always betting against Daniel Jones. I think check down Teddy will do exactly what they need him to do. That Broncos defense is underrated. They have a couple guys in the secondary that play some good ball.
Surtain, I think that might be defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, that was a great pick out of Bama. I thought he was one of the most NFL-ready corners.
He doesn't start.
Oh, Surtain?
Yeah, but I think they win this game in Denver. The spread is 3. Spread is 3. I think they cover.
This game's in New York, right?
Yes, it is. I like Joe Judge in the start. The finish they had last year, but it's going to take them a minute to get momentum.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're right.
I'm going with the Giants. I think the Giants are going to be competitive in a lot of games. Daniel Jones may not be the answer, but he has a lot of weapons around him. And number 26, Saquon Barkley's back. I think gotta get a lot of Saquon going. I think Galladay will show why he's big time. I like Kadarius Toney, of course, Evan Ingram. I like
Slayton.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's a good number 2, probably maybe a number 1 now. And I think defensively, very, very underrated. Did a good job that Thursday night game against the Bucs. Got a lot of pressure on Brady, and the secondary is a lot better. Joe Judge does his thing. I'm going with the Giants in a close game. This could be an ugly, low-scoring defensive struggle. 2 really good defenses. I'm going Giants. Still in this game at home.
What's the spread?
Denver by 3.
Fuck you, Byron. Give me the Giants. I thought I was going to be the only one to pick them in this game.
Hey, man. Just saying. Feel good. This is one of the games they're going to win.
Byron, Dolphins at Patriots. The
Hey.
start of your man McCorkle.
I love both of these quarterbacks. 2 Alabama greats, but the best Alabama quarterback may be at school right now. We'll get to that at a later date.
No, we won't.
But you're going to put some respect on Bryce Young. He about to win the Heisman. You're going to have to say his name. But anyway, as I say that, and he's actually in front, not far from this area. But as I say that, I'm going with the Dolphins. I think this is their quest to. I'm high on the Dolphins. I think they are right below the Bills a little bit, and it's going to be quarterback play. I think Tua, like they say, looks more comfortable. He's going to get protected well with the offensive line. So many weapons. Will Fuller, you can name them all. Kaseki, they can run the ball a little bit. And defensively, they got a top 5 defense. And what they got, my boy, he's paid, right? They got top 5. They had number 1 defense last year, or number 2 defense. I think it was the Rams and Dolphins, like 2 or 3.
I don't know about top 5.
They have a top 5 defense.
So I'm
Give me the Dolphins in the close one.
I'm gonna go with McCorkle getting his first win. Yeah, I just think the Patriots going to give them a heavy dose of running the ball and play action check down. I think they do have enough playmakers for him to manage the game that way. I just also think that Tua is probably going to try to push the ball a little bit too much, make a mistake, as he always does. I just think McCorkle plays a bit more safer And that's the Patriots' way to win. That's how Brady started. So I think they're going to keep that same potion for him.
I'm also going with the Patriots. I think they won't finish better than the Dolphins will this year. I just think for this particular week, they'll be able to kind of just force the Dolphins into doing what they shouldn't be doing, is have to win the game, and he's not really there yet.
And forgetting that Patriots defense is healthy.
I also know that the Dolphins,
not Stephon Gilmore.
the Dolphins' defense,
Oh, I mean,
as opportunistic as it was, I think they finished below 25th in total defense last year, giving up yards.
Yeah.
So as long as the Patriots don't turn the ball over, which I don't expect them to, they should be able to win the game.
Oh yeah, Jalen Waddle's in Miami too, and Will Fuller suspended for the first 3 games of the season.
I'm taking them pads.
I did not expect this.
You going with?
I'm going with the Patriots. I was always going with the Patriots. I just did not expect
I'm
this.
going with the Dolphins. Dolphins get enough of
If
that.
Stephon Gilmore was playing, I would have definitely picked the Patriots. But I like all the moves that the Patriots made this offseason, including cutting Cam. I'm sorry, Cam. I love you, Cam. It just makes sense. Throw the rookie out there. He's already a low-risk rookie when it comes to turnovers and things like that. So it makes sense to start him from day one.
And to be honest, if you pay attention to preseason, he actually outplayed Cam.
I think it was 50-50.
I guess you consider who Cam
But
is.
it's football.
Yeah,
IQ.
that's what it was.
But
Like,
I'm also
bruh, they
going-
played, you're right, about even, but that is a rookie. Cam, you been here for how long, bro?
But I'm also taking in consideration 2 things. One, Cam's style of play was never really the Patriots style of play. McCorkle fits exactly what the fuck that team wants to do. And Cam, for the most part, was going against 1s. McCorkle was going against 2s and 3s. So I'm also taking that into
He started one of
consideration.
the preseason games.
That's what I'm saying.
He started one of
He
them.
was, yeah.
Bro,
McCorkle.
you're going to have to respect him. He's
I'm
gonna
not
be good.
respecting McCorkle.
He's going to be good.
He's not. He's going to
He's
be
gonna be
decent. He's
good.
going to be an average-ass fucking
He's gonna be
quarterback.
good.
You
bro.
white Teddy
He's gonna be
Bridgewater.
good.
Yeah, bro.
He's going to be
He's
good.
going to be.
Shit, that
Teddy,
gets you
he's going to be
He's going to be good.
McCorkle 2-tap.
If
That's
he
what
get a
he's
He's
good
going to
defense
remind
and a
you
good
of
running,
12. He's going to
yeah,
remind
He's
you
not
of
going to
12.
remind me of 12,
If
bro.
he has a good
And
defense,
it's crazy
and
that I'm
good running
saying don't
game,
disrespect that man like that, bro.
All right. Okay.
But I do got them winning this
Got
game.
the Dolphins.
I think that Brian Flores did have the Patriots number last year, and I do think that Bill
Who the Patriots
Belichick
throwing the ball to?
is
All them tight ends.
Johnny
they
Smith
running
and
the
Hunter
ball.
Henry.
They running the
They
ball.
don't.
Johnny Smith, Hunter
They running.
Henry. I think you'll see a lot more out of N'Keal Harry this season.
I don't.
I think you may see Nelson Aguilar play like he played.
Okay, all right.
Nelson
Play like
Aguilar
what?
played really well last year.
No, Jacoby Myers.
Not
he
played-
played best
he played-
wide
he
receiver.
not gonna act like
He played
Nelson
enough to get signed by the Patriots. Yeah, he played
Nelson
that well.
Aguilar played really well last year.
He played
bro.
nice enough
Oh,
to
for
get
the
signed by the
Raiders?
Patriots.
Yes.
He had like 900 yards. I know.
Yeah, he had 900.
That means he's gonna be having
With
gonna be
8
trash this year.
touchdowns.
That's his career. He has a okay year, then a trash year, then a pretty good year, then a
I think
trash
this is going to
year.
be pretty good.
No, he had pretty good last year. He's gonna be trash.
That
this
was
year.
amazing for him. 900 yards. and 8
Exactly. So
touchdowns,
he's going to
and
be
he played
trash.
all
He's gonna be
year.
the same guy you saw in Philly this year.
No, I think he's going to have a good season. I don't think he's going to have 900 yards, but I think he's going to have a good season.
Jacoby Myers is gonna be their best receiver.
Facts.
Fact, no, it's going to be Johnny Smith
Nah,
and James White.
Jacoby Myers.
Not the running back and the tight end.
DC Bears at Rams.
Well, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Rams on this. The spread is 7.5 in this game. Favor of the Rams. They are at home. I just know Andy Dalton plays quarterback for the Bears.
That's all you
my-
need to
Hold
know.
on. Richie Cunningham.
I'm just go ahead and pick the Rams. Shout out to Matt Stafford finally getting himself in a win.
Yeah, shout out to
Possibility.
Not winning possibility.
Yeah, he was in Detroit. It's not impossible to win out
He's
there.
gonna be winning.
Anything is possible. Give me the Rams.
What's the spread?
7.5.
Okay. I think the Rams cover. I think it gets ugly. I think we could see some Justin Fields. That's how ugly I think it could get. And I think they cover. I think Aaron Donald has 3 or 4 sacks. He does that every game, but you get what I'm saying. Jalen Ramsey gets a pick. Matt Stafford looks like the Matt Stafford we know and love. I think he's in the top 5 of MVP. I may be alone to that, but
You're
I think Deshaun Jackson has a decent year this year. I think Sony Michel now with them, he can actually go to a system that'll work for his skill set. He will have a solid season. I think the Rams are for real. I think they are legit Super Bowl contenders. I mean, I think they did enough with the number 1 defense last year. I think defense is still good. Lost a few pieces, but I think it's still pretty good enough. And offensively, they got a quarterback. You got a quarterback and a coach. You got a chance.
Give me the Rams. I do think that the Bears
Do they cover?
cover.
Oh.
I do think that the Bears cover. I think this is going to be a closer game than you all believe. I think you'll see a little bit more life out of the Bears defense because Nick Foles played quarterback.
What about this offense?
I think the offense will manage. I don't think they're going to be good. I don't think they're going to be great. I think they're just kind of pushing to not have to play Justin Fields because their offensive line is just as ass as the other ones we've talked about, and they don't want that rookie running for their life like the Jaguars are going to have their rookie running. Yeah, I think it's going to be a close game. I don't really see it being high scoring. I think it's going to be a middle of a pack kind of game. I mean, like, what's the spread?
7.5.
22-16. That's kind of like what I see.
NBC don't want that on Sunday night.
Andy not putting up no points.
But next week they'll get a better game because they'll be here.
Indeed. Speaking of here,
Byron, Ravens at Raiders, Monday night. Yeah, I'm gonna start with
Unlike you guys, I actually think this is a game the Ravens should be a little concerned for.
So I started with you.
There will be a crowd there. This is Vegas' Super Bowl, the energy, electric, 70,000. Now there will be a Ravens contingency that I'm aware of, but I think that the potential of this team not really offensive line is the key. The offensive line is really the key, and we have to prevent ourselves from getting third and long. And I hate to say it, Lamar's going to have to be probably our leading rusher, and I'm okay with that in week 1. I think Gus will do his thing also, but the Ravens got to sit back and run the ball 40 times. I mean, they have to establish the run. Then from there, let the defense do what it does. I think up front we'll have an advantage against their terrible offensive line. And our corners should be able to hold their own. Looks like Jimmy Smith may be on track to play potentially, which will be good against Waller, who would the biggest threat, obviously the tight end, which the Ravens struggle with. But I think Pat Queen and Malik Harrison will do that thing. I think Justin Houston will have a big game as well, Calais. I think the Ravens take it, pull away late, but it's closer than people think to start out with. But Ravens get it done, but it's going to be a little ugly. It's going to be closer than people think.
So I think the first half is going to be a little close, tight one. But second half, I think we start being dominant and establish ourselves. By us, definitely mean the Ravens, purple and gold. Ravens. I think the score will probably end up being like 31-17 or 31-20 or something. Pull away late.
The spread is 5.5. I think the Ravens cover. I think they'll be comfortably ahead. I don't think it'll be a complete blow. I think Vegas will kind of score to keep their head around in the game. Mm-hmm. But I think the Ravens will cover. I'll say 31-20 Ravens.
What you say?
Score?
No.
I picked the Ravens.
No. I'm trying to think.
Oh.
Hammer time.
Oh.
Fucking Ravens gonna win the shit out this fucking game. They're gonna fuck the goddamn Raiders up in Vegas. They're gonna go play some slots. You're gonna see Tyler Huntley in this motherfucking game. That's how bad this shit about to get.
How bad are we talking score-wise?
What's the spread?
4.5.
They win by 10+. It's gonna look like the Miami game.
31-20. Yeah.
I think it'll be like a 27-20.
Damn, Miami game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
27-20.
I'm thinking you're gonna see like 35-14, 35-21. That's around where I think this game.
Bro, I was just calling y'all some hoes. That's what it sounded like.
That's how much I believe in them. But while we on the Ravens, let's just talk about some shit. DC man Justice Hill tore his Achilles. That's why he's looking at me crazy like that. So the Ravens signed Trenton Cannon and Le'Veon Bell. Quick little sidebar. How do you guys feel about Le'Veon wearing number 17? Is it because he hasn't been good since 2017?
Oh wow.
Probably. I don't think he should be in a uniform at all. I don't see what he adds to the football team. Justice Hill wasn't gonna get carried, so Le'Veon's not gonna get carried.
Yeah, literally, Justice
I think
Hill
Le'Veon's
was
special teams player, and that's the back that's on the active roster now, while Le'Veon's on the practice squad. I think he's only there in case somebody gets hurt. I don't think he's gonna contribute at all. And the 17 is goofy.
So I disagree with a couple things. One, I do think Le'Veon currently is better than Tyson Williams, Justice Hill, and Trenton Cannon. 2, I think the only reason why Trenton Cannon was signed was because A, he was already on the active roster, so conditioning and things like that, he's already up to par. He's been through training camps and shit like that. And then 2, he is primarily going to be a special teams player if he does stay on this team. That's going to be his only role. That's going to be the only thing he's asked of. He won't be doing anything. I do think you were going to see Justice Hill in this offense. Justice Hill was still the second back on the depth chart for a reason. So I do think he was going to get touches.
Give those touches to Le'Veon. He did the same thing, but better.
I think Le'Veon will at some point be the second running back on this team. He's the best pass catcher out of everybody. Gus Edwards, you are a better pass catcher than people give you credit for. But I do think that this might be the best thing for Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, I do. Maybe later in the season, we just didn't happen. Yeah.
I think what everybody thought was going to happen with Des Bryant is going to happen with Le'Veon Bell. He's going to come on slow. They're going to allow him to understand the offense, understand what we do here. I don't think you're going to see locker room cancer Le'Veon Bell. I think you're going to see, I have been doubted for 3 years now at this point, and everybody thinks that I'm some shit. They think you're some shit because you was playing like some shit. But on top of that, you went to Adam Gase, and what do you call him?
Football cancer.
And then after that, you went to the Chiefs, and I thought he played really well for the Chiefs in spurts last year. But then Andy Reid went away from him. He is sort of childish, so he had those moments that he has. But I think that he'll grow out of that on this roster. I don't think you're going to have an Eric Thomas situation. Earl Thomas situation. I think that he will actually conform to that. And also, he gets to play the Steelers twice, and he gets to play against the Chiefs. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has his bet. If you get Antonio Brown, because I think Antonio Brown on the Bucs this year is going to be amazing. I think he has the ability to be the leading receiver for that team, and he's the third best receiver currently. But I could see that. I could see Gus Edwards and Le'Veon Bell being an amazing 1-2 punch. I don't think that Le'Veon is J.K. Dobbins whatsoever, but I think he adds a dimension to this offense that we currently do not have. And he's probably arguably already the best pass blocker we have in running back position.
I don't think you'll see much of him, but Ravens will win.
2017 was the last year he was good, though. He had 1,291 yards, 9 touchdowns. After that, with the Jets in 2019, he had 789 yards, 3 touchdowns. And between Kansas City, and he had 254 yards and 2 touchdowns through 9 games. 2 started with the Chiefs last year. He did get a ring, so, I mean, you know, that shit changes people sometimes. Same thing that we're going to see with Antonio Brown. I like what's going to happen. Was he on that ring team? He wasn't on that ring team.
Because he just lost last year.
If Tyson Williams is who he was in the preseason, we won't need Le'Veon Bell. While I would like to see him incorporated in this offense, we don't throw to the running back. And a lot of that is Lamar doesn't check the ball down. Will we see that this year?
I think
we may.
I think I just had this conversation yesterday. For the Ravens to make the Super Bowl, a couple things have to happen. One, we need to stay healthy on defense. I think that has been something that has plagued us, especially the cornerback position over the last fucking 10 years, to be honest. 2, I think we need to see Lamar trust his playmakers. Mm-hmm. So he needs to take that check down instead of him being the one that makes the play. He needs to throw to that open receiver in a timing manner. And then 3, no slot outs. No receivers 2 to 3 yards away from each other. It was better concepts.
Yeah. It looked different.
I'm hoping that was a smoke screen and our offense looks differently, but I can't say.
You won't see the offense till we're fully healthy on offense, which won't be until probably like week 7, 8.
Which is okay. Ain't no problem. I did see some screens. I seen some in and arounds. I seen some shit that looked good.
I seen some of that shit last preseason too.
You'll see it 1 week and never see it again?
Yeah.
Probably so. But I just hope that Greg Roman decides to update his playbook that he's been running since 1992.
Shit, 90. Fuck.
And I hope that
this week it can work, though, because he needs to run the ball.
I mean, last year we went 58 run, 42 pass. I think if we can get
we did that too.
I think if we do 53-47, we are a Super Bowl team. Just 5%. And have that 5% be effective passing plays.
We won't be a Super Bowl team unless we're healthy. We need Rashad Bateman. Okay?
I do think Rashad Bateman is the key on offense. Sammy Watkins is not playing 17 games. Neither is Jimmy Butler. They the
Neither
same
is
nigga.
Shit,
on
I
the-
was gonna say neither is Rashad Bateman at this
I mean,
point.
I think that was. I'm just hoping that was the
I
current.
think we need
and not the
Rashad
normal.
Bateman more in the back half and in the playoffs because of what he can do.
Agreed.
We can make it through the first probably half.
We need niggas
running
to
the
come
ball.
with, bring their hands to work. That's what we need.
And if I think Gus will have over 1,100,
Gus will have a
1,200
good
yards.
season.
I think Lamar will have 1,000 plus, and I think Tyson will do okay. But I think Le'Veon Bell is that insurance plan. I don't like his hesitantness in his offense because we're
Straight get go.
one cut and go. But
don't be doing all
if
that.
we're going to incorporate
cha-cha
new
slide.
things, and he has a package where he can protect Lamar, catch a screen, split him out wide like we used to do with Ray Rice sometimes on those third and shorts. You know how I like to go for fourth downs. I'm cool with it. I mean, I don't expect to see Le'Veon Bell for a couple weeks anyway, because he's got to get acclimated. So you probably won't see him until after week 4 or 5. But I would stash him because anything can happen. Injuries can happen. But offensive line is the key with the Ravens. Offensive line. If you see the offensive line play well, you'll see Lamar be at the MVP level again, even without Rashad Bateman and even with Sammy Watkins. I think Hollywood has a solid year as well.
His name's not Hollywood.
Speaking of MVPs,
Marquise.
yeah, his name is Marquise.
I want him to do well, man. They should pick up his option. I don't know why they hesitate
Marquise?
on it. Yeah, they should really pick up his option. But I'll leave him.
This will be the year they should see that enough.
Yeah. Speaking of MVP, though, let's get into these award predictions, my fellow gentlemen. Y'all want to start with the big banger? Who y'all got for MVP this year?
I'll start. So honestly, for MVP, it just seems so normal to say. It's 3. I couldn't choose between the 3, and it's 3 quarterbacks. Pat Mahomes, of course, Lamar and Brady. Now, which way that goes, I have no idea. It could be a running back, but those are my top 3s right there.
I don't know who I got winning MVP this year. I really don't. Like, it's easy to say Pat Mahomes because they got that O-line.
Y'all want me to go?
Yeah.
Give me Josh Allen
Allen
to win MVP. I think he's going to have a really good season. He's going to be able to compound over the season that he had last year. Adding Emmanuel Sanders will give them that essence that they wanted from John Brown, even though he was always hurt. I like Gabriel Davis with another year under his belt.
Emmanuel's washed. They can't run the ball.
Huh?
Emmanuel's washed and they can't run the ball.
I mean,
that ain't got nothing to do with Josh Allen. But
I just think that I think that the fact that they can't run the ball increases his MVP chances.
No, well, it also increases his chance to make a mistake.
But did he last year?
no, but I mean,
I'm gonna
that's-
accept that as the norm, and I think he's gonna get better. I think he'll do better this year. I think you'll see a lot more poise. I think you might see him run a little bit more this year too, since he's more acclimated.
He's the best running back they got. So I mean, I would hope so.
Give me Josh Allen
He
to
is
win
pretty
MVP. I almost went Justin Herbert. Funny. as fuck.
yo, that's
I
who
almost
I'm
went Justin
thinking.
Herbert.
I'm gonna stick with Pat, but
but-
Justin Herbert was who I was
I
gonna
almost
say,
went Justin Herbert.
just because I was completely wrong about him. But
I wasn't. I appreciate you checking that, because I was start from day one.
I was.
You was too.
I said that before the draft. I
I
said
did
I think
too.
him. He should start. I said,
Said
if he can't see with this roster, he shouldn't be in the NFL. He needs to succeed.
Who's your MVP, Byron?
This man has been a bridesmaid. I think he finally becomes the bride. I'm going Russell Wilson. I think he finally gets over that hump. I think we've been wanting him to win one, but thankfully Lamar got one there. Last year was my boy Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers will be in the top 5. I think Matt Stafford's in the top 5. I think Mahomes in the top 5. I have, who else? Am I missing somebody? Russell Wilson winning this, so how that shit. And Josh Allen will be in the top 5. I think Josh Allen takes another step, another small leap. I think Baker Mayfield takes a small leap. I think Lamar takes a leap. Baker Mayfield is going to be the quarterback of the Browns. He's about to get paid. But either way, I'm going with Russell Wilson.
Why you be spazzing in your basement every week?
I think with the weapons he has, he's going to go crazy. You got to stay healthy.
This
Keep my
man
brain.
said Baker Mayfield.
Niggas
He's
wasn't
gonna
even
get paid.
talking about so like.
I'm talking about that quarterback class. I think he
Yo wasn't even. He said,
Give me Russell.
All right, offensive player of the year.
wait, who said MVP?
He said either Pat, Tom, or Lamar.
Lamar, yeah.
The offensive player of the year will be the best running back in football as he reclaims his fame with another 1,000 and 1,000. That bad man in the powder blue. CMC.
It'll be spread around.
Christian McCaffrey. They're going to be checking down because that offensive line ain't that good either.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to go with Alvin Kamara, but they just not going to win enough games. So instead, I'm going to go Josh Allen, Offensive Player of the Year.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Give me Patty Mahomes. I think with 17 games, I think he might try to break the record for passing yards.
Yeah.
But I think they may run a little more with Hilaire. So we'll see. I think.
Didn't he have your last year?
Yeah, but he got hurt, I think, right?
No, I just think I think he had like nagging issues.
Yeah, but I think this year he'll have a good year.
I mean,
especially as a receiver.
My issues with him though is he's too little, yo. He's not really like a goal line back.
He's not an every
so
down
he doesn't
back.
have the touchdown upside that I think you have to get offensive player of the year.
He's there tossing the rock.
I said I'm going Pat Mahomes.
He's like Darren Sproles.
Yeah, but they don't need a running back. They are Chiefs. They can throw the ball every play and be fine.
I mean, they do basically throw the ball every play.
He had 17 drop passes.
I'm not against us. They ran the ball.
Hey, man, I don't want to talk
Playing
about
the damn zone. What the hell's wrong?
Defensive player of the year.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to bet against Aaron Donald, but if you want to throw somebody different,
it was.
I want
to
go with the Predator, Chase Young.
I almost went Joey Bosa. I think he'll have a bounce back.
I think my boy Chase Young. I also think TJ Watt will be in the conversation because he's about to get paid. I think sooner rather than later. I think Bosa be up there, Nick Bosa be up there. But yeah, give me my boy the Predator, baby. Chase Young, the WFT, who we taking in week 1.
I wanted to choose against Aaron Donald, and it was between either Chase Young or Myles Garrett.
Oh yeah, he's a dark horse.
Yeah. So I'm really high on Myles Garrett too. I think he probably finishes in second, but I will go with TJ Watt. I think he should have won it last year. I think he should have come back with the same exact energy this year. This time he won't get ignored.
That's that contract that he'll probably be playing for.
And but if not him, then either Myles Garrett or I don't know, one of the pass rush or something like that.
You don't think it's gonna be Aaron Donald?
Not this year.
Too many in a row.
Well, yeah, and I just feel like last year was the year where people are starting to say he shouldn't have got it.
Yeah, he shouldn't have got it last year.
He shouldn't have got it last year. But I think this year he's gonna earn it. Rookie of the year. Byron, go ahead and say your man's.
Trevor Lawrence. I don't think Justin Fields is playing enough. But if Justin Fields played from day one, I would probably go Justin Fields for the rest. But
yeah, that's probably who I went with. I think his him and shit is another one. I can't remember, but I think they're gonna have really big second halves of the season. I think Justin Fields will probably play in the second half. I think in that offense, I think Kyle Pitts gonna get it. Matt Ryan likes to toss the ball, and I don't really see Atlanta throwing past him too much. So I think Kyle Pitts is about to eat.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, they're running like such a picture.
I think my offensive rookie of the year comes down to either Najee Harris or can't believe I'm saying this, Mac McCorkle-Jones.
He was actually.
I think he'll play enough games, and I think his team will win more than the Jaguars, which is why I think.
And I don't think his stats gonna look bad. He may not have like all the yards and stuff like that.
He's going to average 3 yards per attempt,
but his touchdown and interception ratio is going to be pretty decent as well.
Great.
I can't pick McCorkle-Jones, man.
But it just makes sense.
It does, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I think Trev not gonna win enough, and Zach Wilson's not gonna win enough.
Yeah, see, that's
it's
the two people I named, Joe. It's McCorkle or Najee.
It's not gonna be Najee because they're not gonna be able to run behind that line.
Devontae Smith.
I think he's gonna get the goal line touches to be able to.
Devontae Smith.
I think Devontae Smith might have a really good year because he's like number one receiver off the rip.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Justin Fields gets in late.
Yeah,
Justin Fields gets in like
he got to play at least by week 5 or 6.
He's going.
He's going.
You know they're gonna try to keep Dalton in there as long as possible.
They need to get him a play.
Yeah. Defensive rookie of the year.
Certain. I think it's gonna be certain.
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons, yeah.
Same.
I think he's gonna dominate.
I think he's gonna
it's gonna be unanimous.
I think he was a steal for the Cowboys.
Fucking with the Dallas,
he's gonna make their defense good enough to win enough.
Hard Knocks got me with the.
I like them coming out.
I mean, I was high on him too just because of all of the athleticism.
Yeah, he should have been a top 5 pick, to be honest, but you know how quarterback is. I think we're all going to agree on who the comeback player of the year is probably going to be.
Dak.
Saquon Barkley.
I think Dak get it.
I don't think Dak going to get it. I don't think he's going to win enough.
I'm going to go Joe Burrow.
You think the Giants going to win more? Yeah, no.
I'm going to go Joe Burrow.
Dak and the Cowboys. Yeah, I definitely think Dak getting it. I'm sorry. He has everything lined up for him to.
I don't disagree with what you're saying. I mean, I like everybody's pick. I like that we all pick differently too.
I'm going Dak.
Okay.
I'm going Joe Burrow.
I'm going Saquon. Coach of the year?
Shit.
Coach of the year. Ooh.
Probably go to Bruce Arians. Their fucking schedule is too easy.
That's annoying.
Schedule is too fucking easy.
Give me Kevin Stefanski, Browns.
Yeah.
You done talked about these Browns more than you talked about the Ravens in this goddamn segment.
Don't
bro.
give me him.
I just want you to know, yo. We know you're an Ohio fan, bro. We know.
What?
We know. You be talking about Roll Tide. You probably be rooting for the Buckeyes on the low out there, yo.
No.
Who won it last year? Sean McDermott?
Yeah, probably.
Kevin Stefanski. That's why he's not winning this year.
Yeah, I think the Buffalo.
Oh, he won last year and nobody's on the back-to-back.
Oh yeah, Buffalo Bills head coach probably
Oh,
win
give
that
me-
shit.
Yeah, nobody's. I don't think anybody's ever won a back-to-back. Oh, give me Brian Flores.
They don't. I don't see it.
Yeah, give me Sean McDermott.
Man, they're not giving that shit to no black coach. Real rap.
McDermott not black?
No.
Talking about Brian Flores.
Oh, I was about to
yeah.
say. I was talking. I don't know where I'm going with this one. Give me a second.
No problem. Take your time.
It's Ron Rivera with the WFT.
No.
I'm mad we skipped Aaron Rodgers.
David Culley for winning one game with these bums.
Wow.
He's not winning that shit again.
Watch. He
Aaron
fucking
Rodgers
win
is
that
not
shit, yo.
winning MVP again.
You're going to have like 40 to 1, 40 touchdowns
He
in
gonna
one pick.
prove it.
Watch,
Yeah, let's see.
watch.
I want to say the coach from the Chargers because I think they're gonna be a lot better than people think. But you kind of gotta
I
come
almost
out of
said Frank
nowhere.
Wright.
They're gonna
The
lose
Colts.
too much up front.
Well, I think they're gonna kind of on the back end surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't be if the Colts sneak into the playoffs, he wins Coach of the Year
I can see that.
because nobody sees the Colts making the playoffs right now. They're scheduled too
I
tough.
see them.
I'm gonna take Bruce
Possibly.
Arians just because.
They're scheduled too fucking easy for him not to win that shit,
Yeah.
bro. They scheduled too easy.
They also brought back all 22 starters.
Facts. Now, last and final question, something that we're going to try to bring to you guys every week here on Disqualified Opinions. Last guess, who will be the star-studded fantasy player for everybody out there this year?
We gotta do our Super Bowl prediction. But
Oh, shit. My bad.
The
We can
star-
do that-
like
we
the-
can do that after this.
yeah. Stars like the fantasy.
CMC.
Are we just saying who's the?
No, who do you think is going to be the person that takes people over the top when it comes to fantasy football this year?
Alvin Kamara.
And they kind of got the same pedigree. So, yeah, it's one of them two.
Over the top.
They going to touch the rock like
Hey,
30
sneaky
times.
pick out there. Starting Ravens running back Gus Edwards.
That's
is
a
a fantasy
fact. I
steal.
actually got you on my fantasy team.
I
As
think.
do I.
I think. Justin Jefferson's gonna take another step.
I think Calvin Ridley's gonna have a
I
jump.
think
Yo.
Calvin really. I mean, he had a really good year last year.
1,309
Yeah, he's
touchdowns.
a beast. Calvin, I think Kyle Pitts is going to show why he's. I think Devontae's going to have a really solid year. I like Devontae a lot, and I think. The receivers look a lot of depth in receivers. Jamar Chase coming on late at 2. And Jerry Jeudy the Jew baby. Get it done.
Two people I think that you might see a lot on a lot of final rosters that win championships: Justin Herbert and Trey Lance.
Lamar Jackson too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't want to say a Raven because I think that's what they expect from me. You know, so give me Justin Herbert and Trey Lance. I think you'll see them on a lot of championship teams. Now, Byron spoiled it, but it's okay. Byron, who makes the Super Bowl and who wins?
Well, real quick, I'll keep it short. NFC, I got the Buccaneers over the Rams, and the AFC. I had Chiefs over Ravens, but I'm a little worried. So I'm going to keep it Chiefs-Ravens. I'm going to go Chiefs. I'm going to go rematch. Buccaneers go back-to-back. Again, Brady gets number 8.
I want to go Ravens, I do, but I just...
If I would tell you on everything, if Bateman was healthy and Dobbins didn't get hurt, I probably would have picked him to go to the Super Bowl.
I want to do it.
I probably would have picked him to go to the Super Bowl.
I really want to do it, but right now at this current moment, I can't say that's how I really feel. So I'm gonna say Chiefs will get a win over the Packers. I think the Packers will get Tampa this year, but they'll go to the Super Bowl and they will lose. I think the Chiefs win another one.
So the NFC, I think it's going to be the Bucks versus Green Bay. I do think Green Bay wins. AFC, I do think it's going to be Chiefs and Ravens. I'm going to just say this. Chiefs going to win the season. We're going to win the postseason. I think Lamar gets his first. I think he gets his first. And Aaron Rodgers leaves Green Bay with what could have been.
No, we did be better than beating Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl, by the way.
I'm going to let my man over there finish writing before I say the wild take that I got.
Yeah, he about
I
to
already know what you're going to say.
You ready?
We know what one team in there is.
I have on the NFC, I have the
Crazy.
49ers beating the Buccaneers to get to the Super Bowl.
Okay. I would like to see that.
How much
Honestly,
you got to bet on that? How much?
You know my
Who you got in
verbatim
the
when it
AFC?
comes to you and bets.
Can we?
If you want Ed do the push-ups you owe me for the Blazers,
Can we put that-
making the playoff
Get
with
your
Carlo
push-ups
Melo
if you agree to
Anthony,
this bet,
I need to see it
please.
first. I need to see it
I
first.
need to see it.
first.
Who you got in the AFC?
I have the Ravens over the Bills
I know it.
and the AFC. The reason being, I think the Ravens will have the third best record in the AFC. So I believe we'll have to go to Kansas City to get to the championship regardless. So I could see us playing them, having to beat them, and then having to beat the Bills afterwards.
And we usually do pretty good in those road situations in playoffs.
Yeah, I see Ravens, Bills, and Ravens winning. And then I have the Ravens 2012 beating Trey Lance, who I think will be the starting cornerback by this point, and the 49ers. I think the reason why I have the 49ers a lot higher than my light-skinned brethren over here is I think once Trey Lance starts, you'll see a very different offense out of Kyle Shanahan. And you may see a Colin Kaepernick-esque run from the 49ers once you have that change at quarterback, which will be very reminiscent of 2012. With J.K. Dobbins, I would have picked the Ravens to easily win this year. Hands down, no questions asked. I don't think that Gus Edwards is a slouch, and I do think that people might slightly have us ranked a little bit lower than they should. But if the Ravens can do those three things, like I said earlier, we should go very far.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, even we feel highly about us, but just looking at the landscape of it, we still kind of like an underdog in the AFC.
That's not like us the best.
Yeah, like
the last 2 years, we've just been on such a high pedestal that we could not reach.
And yeah, literally,
but this year, everybody's kind of
everybody got the Browns on the top, Bills.
A lot of people got the Bills.
Chiefs,
Bills like us last year.
So that's my final four. I honestly don't think the Bucks might not even make it to the NFC, the conference championship. I wouldn't be surprised to see them get put out in the semi by the Packers, and then you might see 49ers Packers. I'm high on the 49ers this year. I just am.
Okay.
Understood.
I take cash out.
I take push-ups.
49ers over the Bucks. Okay. Is that all?
I think that's it.
You could take us home, like Trey Lance gonna do.
Hey, let us know your predictions for week 1. It's going to be a tight race. Got a couple games that'll decide the early week 1 reveal of who's in the lead, which will be next week. our season award winners will look back and laugh at these predictions and Super Bowls. Follow us. Want to be a guest? Email us to squalifiedopinions@gmail.com. Of course, subscribe, like, share, send it to your friends, send it to your enemies. Till next time, we gone.